Right, it is 5.5 minutes away from 9. Thanks so much for joining us this morning. Fur is flying in the far north over what to do with some stray cats. Some call them feral, some say they're just homeless. The Paihia Cat Protection group has been feeding the cats in central Paihia for more than 10 years. But conservationists say the moggies must go. They are a hazard, they're dangerous to wildlife. Things are getting heated on both sides. It is a pussy riot, if you will. 88-year-old Betty Chapman loves these cats and joins me now. Betty, good morning.
Good morning, Paul.
Thank you so much for coming all the way down here to the studio this morning, and you brought two cats with you which are now roaming wild.
Yes.
They're stray in the studio. One of them is down here around my legs, but that's fine, I'm sure. Right, so the problem here is there's people like yourself in the Cat Protection Society up there who obviously care for cats and no one else is caring for them. Then there are others who say these are pests.
Yeah. Yes, well, we've looked after them since 2004. They're like our own cats, and we've sort of familiarised ourselves with them, and they're not doing any harm. I don't see why they can't stay where they are.
Well, so why are people up in arms about it? Because we're on the cusp of a protest up in Paihia over what is now only 7 cats.
Well, this is what's so strange. I mean, they seem to think that they're affecting the dotterel. The dotterel are 2 kilometres away. And certainly those cats are not going there. And anyway, they're too old to fend for themselves, so they're obviously not going to be a threat to the wildlife.
So essentially you've said you're going to look after these cats until they die.
That's what we want to do.
And 3 of them have died, actually, because you were looking after 10. Yeah. So how much trouble essentially are these cats in? I mean, how big is this opposition group against your group who want to look after the cats?
Well, at the moment, they're making it difficult for us to feed them because the shelter that we had has been removed.
Okay, so let's talk about this, because this is where the conflict is centred, isn't it? So these people have removed the little shelter that you were using.
The council removed the shelter. We had permission to put the shelter on road reserve, which the council actually erected it on the road reserve. We built the shelter out of our own funds.
Yeah.
And it was there from September of last year. Now they've taken it away again a month ago. Just over 6 months after getting it, we're supposed to keep... Sorry about that.
That's all right.
We're supposed to...
I don't even know what happened. What happened?
The chair's sliding away from me.
Oh, you started to slide away. Okay.
Yes, they took it away after just over 6 months, and we were trying to train the cats to use it.
Right.
But
that's probably why they took it away, because obviously the people who are against you in this say that these cats are a pest, they're a nuisance. Obviously the dotterels are an issue. They think they're feral. Your argument is they're not feral.
No, they're depending on us for food.
So are you attracting... So what I can't understand, because you seem an entirely reasonable person, what I can't understand is why there is... Because this has reached a real conflict situation, hasn't it?
Well, it has, yes, because we don't want them trapped.
So is that the threat? So the threat is these other people are saying, really, we have to trap them, we have to kill them.
They trap them, they say they're going to find them homes. These cats aren't rehomable because they've lived like free cats, free-range cats. And that's their home, that area. To take them away from there would be cruel, because that's what they regard as home.
Okay, so what's your message to these people who you're against, who are against you?
Just leave us to get on with what we were doing. We don't think they're a threat to the bird life at all. They've no proof of it. We've only ever found 2 dead birds in the whole number of years we've been looking after them.
Has this become personally nasty for you? I mean, are these people who are against these cats, are they insulting to you?
Not exactly. We probably would have different accounts of the situation.
From different sides?
Yes, and I'm afraid we can't agree with what they say.
Now, obviously, the council are not on your side. They're moving your shelter that your organisation paid to have built there. What's your message to the council? Well,
they gave us a licence to occupy, and on the strength of that, we built the shelter. The agreement was that we could carry on. The shelter was temporary, right, and we agreed to it being temporary.
So what is your message to the council now? Because you're going right across New Zealand on radio, on television, online.
Yes, well,
what's your message?
Just please let us get on with doing what we think is good community work.
Okay, how many people are going to turn up to your protest next weekend?
Quite a few, I hope.
So your message to them, what do you want people to do?
Come along at 1 o'clock on Saturday the 23rd. We've got banners. We're going to run a raffle. We've got some music. And we want to make a big display and just show these people that these cats are not going to harm the wildlife.
Okay, what do you say to people that say you're just a crazy old cat lady?
Well, would I have done all this and spent all these years and the money that we spent in neutering them? If we hadn't neutered these cats as they've come along, there'd been 400 kittens by now.
All right, Betty, I thank you very much. Betty Chapman, Paihia Cat Protection. That's it for the programme today.